Yeah, hi guys and welcome back to my video. Today I'm going to do another vintage style. If you'd like to see it, just stay right where you are. So for this look I'm going to start with doing some little pin curls. So you'll need these or just some little bobby pins or something. I prefer to use these little clips. Okay, my hair has not been washed, so it's not freshly washed hair because that's just too soft. If you have only washed your hair, say yesterday, and it does still feel a bit soft, maybe just use a little bit of dry shampoo, something like that works really well. Just do that at the root and make sure you brush it through properly just to absorb grease or something like that, otherwise you can be left with like a grey residue in your hair. Yeah, and you will need a little curling wand. So I'm about to start. Right, so the first thing I've done before I actually start doing the pin curls is I've actually sectioned my hair from here to here. So some people do it in more of a U, but yeah, you can just see what I've done there, can't you? Okay, and then what I do with this is I then section it here, and then I just start to just sort of roll the hair like this, pull my finger out a bit, and then just roll it down. Right, so I haven't straightened the front bit because that's going to be teased, so don't really need to do that. But what I do now is I take from the top sections just fairly small pieces of hair. If you have them too big, you run the risk of the curl not really taking. So I tend to go probably about that size. Okay, and then I'll straighten it. Or curl it, I should say, not straighten it, curl it. Just let that fall like that, okay? And then what I do is I will retake the curl around my finger, and then use my pin to hold it, just to hold it in place. And I want to do that all over my head until the curls have gone cold. So I'll come back when I've done that, okay? So I'm just going to take out all the pins because my hair is nice and cold now, so I'm just going to take the pins out, okay? And then you're left with, like, you've got your curls like this. Right, so I'll carry on taking out all of the curls. Right, so I've taken all of those out. Oh no, just found another one in there. There we go. And this is quite a pretty little look anyway, if you were to just sort of relax this a little bit. But what you're looking for in this style is, what you have to do is you have to comb it out or brush it out. All has to be brushed out on this particular style. Okay, so I'm just going to take it, we'll go all the way around and give it a brush. If you feel you've got, like, say, like these little frizzy bits here, you need to just keep brushing to just relax that curl a little bit, because this is meant to be a relaxed, just a wave. So you're left with this curly bit at the front. If you remember, I didn't even straighten this. Now this is the part that you have to tease. Okay, as I did with the previous style. So I'm just going to section that in half, give that about from halfway, give that a really good tease, and leave this bit at the root, leave that just natural, because you're going to try and get that bit smoother. Okay, so again here, but not right from the root, and then I'm going to do the roll. Right, so I've got my thumb in there and I'm starting to do the roll and to bring it down. Okay, now with this one I want to, right, so I've just brought that down, and if you have a look in here you can see where my hair's all red, it's a little bit difficult to see, but you can see inside of the curl here. So I'm just going to place another pin to anchor it a little bit better in there. There we go. And then I'm also going to put a pin at the back to anchor it. Oops, I've got that problem. There we go. And then I've got lots of fine. I need to put another one in there. There we go, that's better. That's a bit better. So you can see more of the inside of the curl on this one here. Okay. And then you can just spray it with some hairspray. What have I got over here? Some hairspray over here, just to get the fine, those tiny little baby hairs, make it all nice and smooth. Okay, and then just carry on if you want to relax your curls a bit more. Sometimes I do it with my heated rollers, and I do it so that it all goes under, like a bit of a Lauren Bacall look, which I also like, but I also like just this relaxed, the relaxed wave that you get with it. Okay, so I'm going to give that a little bit more of a spritz, especially here. And there we are, that's the finished look. So I've just popped a little hairband on. You don't have to if you just wanted a more of I don't know, an evening look, or you could put maybe a diamante one in, you could put a scarf on, you could not have anything on at all if you wanted. You could put a little hairpin in the back with diamantes, anything really. But this is, well, this particular type of roll is called a suicide roll, and I really don't like that, but that is what it's called. Yeah, I really don't like the name of it, but it doesn't mean what we think it might mean. In the 40s it was because a lot of the victory rolls kind of go one way, and this particular roll goes a slightly different way, and it's a play on the manoeuvres that in the Air Force, and they were like a lot of what they called suicide manoeuvres, to do with like the flights and everything, and that is where the saying comes from. So not what we think it might be. So yeah, it's just an unfortunate term, isn't it? But now, yeah, if you've enjoyed this video, then give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, come on in, Lennox. This is my little grandson. Come on in. If you haven't already... Yeah, I'm talking.
What are you doing?
Look, come here. I'm talking. You see?
Hi.
Hi. Yes, see Grandma. Do you want to sit up here and say hi?
Hi.
Yeah? Been in the garden, haven't you?
Hello.
So, listen, let Grandma finish and say... If you haven't already subscribed... Yeah, listen, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel... I'd love it if you could. Say, I'd love it if you could. I'll see you guys. There you go. So, you have to say, see you guys in the next video. See you guys in the next video. Say, until then, stay safe and stay fabulous. Go bye. Mwah.
Mwah.